Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Eden Journey podcast, a place of fellowship, communion, and community. Say hi to the masses, Daisy.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Why is your energy low?
It is. I thought nimechangamka.
Okay.
We take it again.
No, well, good. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. We're so happy to have you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think ni demeanor. Notice I am more chilled than I thought I was. I thought I was very, especially when we are conversing, when we are having the podcast, the conversation.
Okay. You're chilled.
Like when I watch the episode, I'm usually like, I thought I was more energetic than it shows here. So I will remind myself.
Do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
And I think I'm in between. I'm more like an ambivert.
Are you sanguine?
No, more melancholic.
You're male and what?
Male son. But male is like 70-80%.
Really?
And sanguine maybe like 20. The sanguine in me is situational. Depends on the situation, the circumstances, and how it
But you're
requires
very
me.
funny. You're actually very hilarious.
Thank you.
Very.
I have discovered that during
Because
this
sometimes I'm
podcast
usually just
journey.
watching and I'm just like, why? And you're Joan.
Imetoka wapi?
Hey, Joan.
Imetoka wapi?
At least you make me laugh.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I bring laughter into your
You
life.
do.
Yes, how have you been?
I've been
Since
well.
the last time we shot.
I've been okay. I've been.
Is it okay, like okay tusonge ama okay ya ukweli?
I don't know which other way to describe it because I've had so much emotional. What is it called? Activity. Is it activity? So much has been
Emotional,
happening
engaging activities.
in my life that has drained me emotionally. Every aspect it has drained me. So I think I'm coming up for air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nile unakuwa kwa maji alafu
Yeah,
unatokelezea, una breathe, unaendelea kuswim.
Una swim. Yeah, because stopping
It's not an
not
option.
an option. You can stop and rest, but then you have to go back.
What is this adulting thing? Yani huwezi tusimamisha useme narudi home nikwe
But then
mtoto.
ukisimamisha unasimamisha maybe for a day or two.
I know.
And then the bills are just like, do you think we were joking?
I know.
Do you think it was optional?
Not even bills, responsibilities,
Exactly.
activity. Yani you just have to keep showing up.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that I remember thinking one day. I was like, what's the one thing if I was to go back to high school? Do you see how people are like, if you were to go back to high school or primary, would you go back? Of course I wouldn't because of academic. Iso too, I don't want to go through that again. But if I was, I think I would go back so that I teach myself how to be maybe more disciplined or more resilient. Not that I'm not, but there are lessons I wish I learned earlier.
Walk me through that. Like which lessons?
Like now that what you've said, like I wish I knew life needs you to continue moving.
Oh, okay.
Like you see how when you're younger, when you're under your parents or nini, you don't need to continue moving because you don't carry a lot of the shock.
Yeah.
Your parents either carry it, nini. And then when you're not under your parents and now you're now an adult, fully functioning, you realize, oh, okay, so you just keep going. I don't know how people do it without God. Like kama ujaokoka unaishi aje.
It's a lot of work. I think the weight is adulthood is feeling the weight.
Yeah.
The weight of the responsibilities, the weight of like you can't get away from.
Can't just run.
You can just run.
Can't
And
just
even if you run, at some point you'll have to stop and either go back and fix the things or now just, I don't know, go and start a new life.
So it's figuring out how to move on with life and creating kuwa tuna stamina. I think it's a stamina.
Yeah, to keep on going. But also to find moments of rest, but also to just, like, I feel like, is there any other way to explain adulting than just keep moving? Just keep moving.
Kuendelea tu kusonga.
Just keep moving. You stop, you exhale, and then we just keep moving. I think this season has really made me appreciate my parents a lot, especially my mom.
Yeah, it's true, by the way.
It's really given me a different perspective of who they are as people and just how they, like, even the work that it took to get us to where we are.
And even just to show up, to parent, to show up. You're
Let me
still a
tell you.
career woman. You're still parenting. You're still a wife. You're in business.
You're a
You're
citizen.
serving in church. You're mambo ni mengi. You're a
The
daughter.
different facets that you exist in, they all require for you to show up
Imagine, yeah.
consistently
Yeah.
and with the same kind of excellence, with the same kind of stamina. You know how you come home and I feel like I'm shouting. You come home and your child, yes, they recognize you've come from work, but they're also like, sawa, umetoka job, sasa tukue na conversation. So you also have to now put on that. Now you're no longer the career, or rather you put down the handbag and now we exist. Then after that you exist as a wife. Like there's so many facets to it. It really just made me sit. I was reflecting about it the other day. I was like, I really appreciate her. I really do. I really do. Because all she was moving through life the best way she knew how. Yeah. Really made me appreciate her, honestly. I was like, hey. And now it is even when I walk on the street, I'm just like, people are going through a lot. Let me just be kind.
Yeah, just be kind. Just be kind. Just adulting makes you appreciate.
It really does.
Gives you a deeper appreciation of,
I saw someone online say, our parents need to tell us how they took us through school, paid rent, bought us Christmas clothes, and they were earning 30,000. They need to tell us. Because clearly
they need to.
we're not doing okay.
They need to. That's why I'm like, how do you do it without God?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Because I think for me, anytime life is overwhelming, at least there's the peace that the word of God brings. Like, kuna tu hiyo, okay, yeah, everything is a mess, but at least I have peace. I can get peace, or I have peace that surpasses understanding. There's a calm or a reassurance that comes from being a child of God. But imagine tu uko kwa msitu, yani tu unang'ang'ana na life, saizo tu ujui Mungu, saizo tu yani unaishi tu ni kama a wild animal. Wendo umesema, si mimi. You're the one who said. But yeah, I really, really, really wonder how people do it without God.
Yeah.
So,
But I realize people, I don't generalize it, but most people actually believe in a higher power. Yeah. They might not say it's God, but you find someone saying, it's like the whole meditation thing, you're trying to center yourself. It's really to try and quiet the noise and bring yourself back to a place of center. Yeah. So, and is it, I think we used to be told this, that in every person there's a God-sized shape, hole in everybody's person. Like, we're all trying to feel that void that only Jesus can feel. So, yeah, with all the everything that some people are trying to do, I think it's just we're trying to find the calm in the storm. Yeah. And find center in the constant waves and moves. Because the thing about life is you never know what will happen tomorrow. You literally don't know. And I think for me, that's now why the reassurance of God, that's what gives me reassurance. Because I'm just like, I might not know, but I know someone who does.
yeah.
And that allows my heart to rest, because I know that if you're allowed for these things to happen, then there has to be a plan for it.
Yes.
Yeah. I think this season has especially that verse, for all things work together.
For good.
Because I was just like, how can this be working for good?
Yeah.
But then I go back and says all things. I'm just like, okay, I don't understand now. I don't understand the mess, but I know that all things work together. Yeah. It's such, I think for me, it's that centering, of it. They will work out.
They will work
All
out.
things will work together for good.
Yeah.
Right now, they may not look like they are, but they will.
But they will.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's how you've been.
That's
in a
how,
nutshell.
my gosh. That's how I've been.
In a long summary. Well, that's
very
good
long
to
summary.
hear.
You?
It's been, I think I've shared generally in there in between. Yeah. Generally good. Loving how the conversations have been so far on our page.
The podcast has been such a ray of sunshine, honestly, in such a dark.
It has. It has. I think in my life,
I know.
50% or more is just working on the podcast, and
it's been such a ray of sunshine, honestly.
it has.
Like
It
some
has.
some warmth sometimes. Yeah, it's warmth. It is.
And we love how people have been impacted by it.
Yeah.
And we can just talk about a few of the episodes that we've had, because by the time this episode airs, it will be almost around June. So we'll have shot consistently for around 6 months.
Good job,
I remember
partner.
that's something we said we wanted to do in January.
One of the main goals was consistency.
How easy has it been?
I think we've created a system, and the system is working, honestly. Yeah.
Okay.
That has really helped because we're not guessing to think, oh, are we shooting? Are we not shooting? There's a date. You are showing up. Full stop. And I think also the financial investment in it, you're just like, guy, we have to show up. Hey, what?
Okay, yeah. By the way,
this beautiful setup to anyone who wants to start a podcast is costs. You invest. So I'm just like, tumelipa, we have to show up.
We have to show up. It forces you to show up.
Yeah. So what was the question?
How easy or hard has it been?
I think the system has helped. That like now we already know when we're shooting the next time.
Yes.
So it's already set. So as you're planning life, you're planning around it.
Sure.
You're not trying to fix it in somewhere. You're planning around. Just like this date is already closed for this specific thing. So I think that system, actually been learning about systems and structures, because it's like, what is the difference? And system is how things are done. And the whole point of a system is to remove human interference.
And guesswork.
Exactly. So you already know it's to remove that, what is it called? Option. You know, it's a system. It has to work. So I've now seen how systems actually how I want them to work in my life. Because one of the things you've said, one of the things you'd want to go back and learn is discipline. For me, I've learned is systems and structure. Because I can be very on the go. Yeah. But I'm just like, we'll figure it out.
When we get there.
Where is burning? So now being asked to know what's the plan, what do we do? I was like, oh yeah, so it's good to have systems. So now that's what I'm learning personally. So having a system, knowing the date is set, knowing the funds have already been put in the bank or whatever.
Knowing you've booked a guest.
You've booked them. We're in June. Right now we're in May. You've booked for July. You can't not show up. So I think the system, removing as much as possible is it not the human interaction or the choice part of it, it helps. The other thing has helped is to have a consistent place where we're shooting.
For sure.
Because remember, part of the hassle we had is to find our place. So knowing already in your mind you're coming here reduces the mental work. It's like tunaenda. We shoot at Tulivu Studios. So you're just like, we're going, and it's already a set thing in your mind. Yeah.
And you don't have to overthink the setup. You're coming and you're just coming
it's
already
plug and play.
Yes, it's coming to a place that has already been set up for you. I think for me, what's how easy or hard, it's definitely been challenging in different ways. Rewarding, also challenging, stretching and all that. But one thing I've been able to pick up is how we've been able to get clarity as we move. I remember one thing that I learned at the end of last year. I attended the Misunderstood Festival. And I think it was one of the panelists who said it was dream again. It was about dreaming again. And I think by December, we hadn't shot in a very long time.
We hadn't shot since, I think, May.
So by the time it's December, I'm like, okay, we need to start dreaming again and reviving some of the things we had buried. And the podcast was one of them. And one of the things that came was, don't wait for things to be clear for you to move. Just clarity comes as you move.
In movement. It comes in movement. It does.
And I remember that just stuck in my mind. I was like, by the way, let's just move. And I remember even how we found this place that we're shooting. I had gone for, what is it called? A work event.
A work event, like a workshop.
Yes, a workshop. And the workshop...
Exhibition.
Yes. I was looking for that word. I'd gone for an exhibition and my office had a booth. And then the Tulivu Studios also had a booth.
Yeah.
So I was there for 2 days. So on the second day, each booth had an opportunity to share what they do. So I remember we went, my boss and I spoke about what we do. Then they came ahead of us, spoke about what they do. And they just said podcast. And I was like, oh, where are you in town, Aya? spoke to them after, and then they just told us come for a visit, and then we came and continued, and the journey has started. So even that was like almost God confirming,
or giving you the
mnataka hii.
next step.
I know,
Yeah.
because that had always been something that stressed us
Really,
out
yeah.
a lot. Where do we shoot? The logistics
Cost.
of it, the cost of it and everything. So moving January or February we shot, and then we're like, okay, so who will come next week?
Let's ask,
reaching out to people. What do we
your
talk
own
talk
contacts,
about?
actually reaching out to your
Yes,
circle.
imagine.
Yeah.
Most of the people we brought are actually our friends.
They are.
Yeah. So that the clarity comes, even in terms of the kind of conversations we want to have. Now it's clearer for us.
Yeah, I remember we were having that conversation of how do we, not the quality, but even the framework of the conversation, what works best for the audience. It's coming as we're doing it. We'd never have known.
Yeah. We'd have thought,
Itakuwa tu sawa.
Or we'd have thought to do something different. Kumbe, you can't try. It's like trial by error.
Yeah.
But then trying it now makes you refine the craft more and more. Yeah. And I remember something. I keep remembering this. And I remember when I was small, I used to like watching, of course, we'd watch the news and everything. And I specifically used to like news anchors.
Mm-hmm.
And I think somewhere at the back of my mind, I used to think, I'd be in media one day. I'd be a news anchor one day.
Wow.
And I would pretend that I'm telling the news. I don't know. It was like, it's like flashbacks.
Yeah.
So I thought about it and I was like, in one way or the other, that was like a seed in my heart or like a talent or capability, ability. There was something in me that was still there even when I was young. And then now, years later, getting to do it, you're realizing it's not something it's not random.
No.
There was a seed that was planted in your heart. And then as you steward it, it grows. So I remember that and I was like, okay, all roads lead. When you're walking with God, they all lead to where you need to be.
They do. They really do.
Even when you take even a seemingly wrong step,
you've taken
or wrong
detours,
turn.
or even it doesn't show up the way you thought it would show up, because maybe you thought it would be a news anchor.
I know. I thought I would be on
television,
Citizen,
on Citizen.
Telling prime
9 a.m.
time
news.
Yeah, 9 p.m. news.
Yeah, but it's different. But hata si unajionanga kwa TV.
Imagine saina jona kwa TV.
Unajionanga
The
tu
same
kwa
way
TV.
anchor tunaonanga news anchors kwa TV. So
Sasa
me now.
Hapa one WhatsApp group. Unajionanga tu kwa TV. Imagine. So that those things that are inside of you, God has a way of actually bringing everything full circle. Yeah, I think sometimes we're just impatient, or you want to show him you know how to do it better. Yeah,
for sure.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So we started the year having conversations on the wedding planning experience and the first years of marriage, which was amazing.
It was
nice, and we
really battled with that idea. What's like, do we do it? We don't do it. Do we do it?
People were really hungry for such conversations, and hopefully we'll continue to have them.
Yep.
But what did you think about that particular conversation?
Loved it. I loved it so much. Oh, I loved it so much. I loved that it was very relevant.
Sure.
That it was also very fresh in everyone's mind. So we're not trying to think. It's very interesting when people have gone through something. And I always tell you this. Sometimes it's good to sit with people who've gone through it. But sometimes it's also good to sit with someone who's in it. Because someone who's through it anakwambia nilivuka. That's great. But I'm currently here. Yeah, so how do I navigate here? Yeah, so I felt like we brought voice to that season of now you're there. Or your wedding planning. I think Judy was 2 months pregnant. Not pregnant, guy. Judy, sorry.
Sorry.
2 months married.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was also very fresh in her mind. Dorcas as well, you as well. So I think it was a beautiful conversation.
It was even the planning. I still get people who tell me, by the way, I watched that video. I think a lot of people go back to it or recommend it to their friends.
Yeah, I think also Adelaide mentioned it when she was here.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, because she's also in that season.
Of planning. Then we also talked about the seasons and transitions and the different seasons that we've been able to navigate and how to navigate them well. It was also really good.
That was a good one as well. Yeah. I think then we did, what did you do next? Patricia?
Yes.
Patricia, identity.
We had a conversation with Patricia on identity.
Oh my God. That was so funny. I remember the comment we received, someone saying that Daisy looks like she's really identified with Patricia.
Hey, there's someone who said, Daisy is in the thick of...
Being on social is not easy, guys. Sasa mtu alika akani profile akasema no msichana what did the person say? That was such a funny comment.
You're relating
I
with
have
what
things I've not dealt with.
You're reacting to it as though there's something that Patricia said that triggered something that maybe you've not dealt with.
I was just like, okay. But also I was just like, everybody is their own journey and everybody is learning. But it was a really deep conversation.
It was.
Yeah, very introspective as well. Just thinking.
On identity, and also her sharing her
relationship with her mom
and how she overcame that, and just the journey through identity. And I feel like identity is always that thing that it's always an ongoing conversation. And I feel like a lot of the conversations that we have, at the root of it by then identity. Unajijua? Do you know yourself? Do you know who you are? Okay, that's the same question, but do you know whose you are? Like, if you answer those questions, then you're able to...
And we're always answering them, because life is always kicking you with things that...
I know, that question.
Constantly.
Yeah.
I think it's Jesus in the wilderness and him tempting Jesus in the wilderness, and the devil comes and he says that if you are the Son of Man, then turn the stones into bread. And Jesus answered, it is written. Like, it's not... He never questioned who he was. It was very clear, this is who I am. So I think it's always that battle of who are you, what has God said? Because that's what got Eve in the garden.
Yeah.
She was just like, the enemy was like, did God really say? Like, did he really say? Yeah. And now doubt comes and there's a ripple effect of doubt. Yeah.
We also had a conversation with Matu.
Yes, about the marketplace.
About the marketplace and different conversation. Wilderness. That really picked. I remember someone saying... I remember
surviving with 1,000.
Yes.
I was like, are we comparing struggles, guys?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone saying that, hey, we only surviving on 1,000. Me, I was surviving on 300 per week.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so
it's not a competition.
It's a competition. Who suffers the most? Yeah. We shouldn't even want to compare who suffers the most.
Yeah.
But the aspect of stewarding wilderness, the wilderness season and suffering and all that.
Yeah.
And it's hopefully a conversation we can also have on, because I've also seen that a lot of comments about that. People wondering, okay, so I'm going through struggles and suffering, but I'm not hearing God.
And I think there's actually that question on TikTok, someone saying, when does it end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is hatuna kitu ya kumwambia juu sasa sisi
maswali zingine mnatulizanga pia sisi tuko like what?
Ngumu, but we can only encourage you by itaisha. Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing. It says, what is it? Like there's dawn. There's always going to be morning. There's going to be morning. The night might be long.
Yeah.
But morning is coming.
Morning comes.
Morning is coming. Morning is coming.
We also had a conversation with Manu and knowledge on the mission work. And missions and the work that they're doing out there.
Oh, that was a nice conversation.
I know. Just seeing people boldly sharing the gospel and the word of God.
And how different evangelism looks like now. Yeah, that was a good one.
It was. Yeah. It was.
Then we went to...
we then had a conversation. Let me just go over them. We had a conversation on comparison.
I know. That was also beautiful. Really good.
It was.
Yeah.
Reflecting on the areas we have compared ourselves and continue to compare ourselves. People related with that a lot.
I know.
People really I think comparison
you really deal with it. You really... And social media definitely doesn't make it easier. Is it Adelaide? I think also when I was watching her episode this week, is it her? No, it was Anne. Saying sometimes you're with God, you've sat, people are just buying cars, people are just moving houses, you're just like, God, you know, like sometimes you can't help but notice that, Lord, see Lord, even you're seeing.
Am I a stepchild? In this your house? Am I
see those ones that God, am I a bread of loaf? Am I a loaf of bread?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. So I think that is an ongoing it's an ongoing struggle. Sanctification process. Yeah.
I hear you.
I loved it so much.
We then went and did a 3-part episode with Rebecca. Her brave story of overcoming addiction. I think we probably just, we barely spoke that whole recording.
We were just in awe.
Just listening. I was like, just listening.
Can one person really go through all this? Yeah. I saw she's doing a sobers
community. She started a sober women, specifically for women. Sober for women who are trying to get sober and overcome addiction. They started a community. Yeah, so please check out as well on Instagram. Yes. Then we did Miss Anne with mathematics. Mathematics.
People loved that. I know. People loved that conversation. I was like, wow. Kuna watu wa math.
Watu wa TikTok lakini made it about Heaven's Gate. We were not promoting.
We were not promoting a post.
We're not promoting Heaven's Gate. Because I remember people saying in the comments, uko ni wapi? Hata mimi nataka kwenda.
Uko kwenye alienda akasikia Mungu, let me see.
Uko mahali Mungu sasa ndo alijibu maombi.
Someone said, pia mimi acha niende juu I'm tired. Oh gosh, yeah.
That was a very interesting comment.
It was a very interesting conversation about what she's doing with mathematics. I personally was very intrigued.
I know.
Very with what she's doing, how she's using what God has put in her hands and not despising it because it doesn't look like what everybody else has.
Exactly.
I really loved that conversation. It was so good. Yeah.
Very relevant as
well.
Very relevant
as well.
Use what you have. What is in your hands. You have.
Because you have something.
Yes.
You have something.
Yes.
I think we also did one with May.
Yes.
And someone, I love this comment. I want to read it. We had asked if people, you had asked a question about interviews and are people only hiring their relatives. Yes. Someone says, it's true. Most opportunities are already written someone's name. Most HR teams lie to the people.
Yeah. HR people, let us know.
I love TikTok.
TikTok ndio watu wako na ukweli. People say the truth.
People's personalities,
the
real ones are on TikTok. Instagram and WhatsApp
ni watu wamejificha kidogo.
TikTok uko ndio personalities.
Instagram ni the ideal self, who you want to be. TikTok is the real you.
Self.
You show up as the real you.
Yeah, so someone was just saying that most of these opportunities.
But I don't believe that, honestly. Because
you're a guru of interviews.
Yeah, I think kama kuna job yenye lazima nipate na nikienda hiyo interview nitapata.
You're very good with that.
I always believe that. Na kama si yangu nitaenda tu hiyo interview niongee Kikuyu na nitoke niende
But the John is very, I remember there's a season where you're going for interviews and you'd leave and you'd tell me that one is not mine.
Yeah, I'd be like.
And then there's another one you tell me, what Anita, and true to that.
Call, yes.
Yeah, so maybe akona kitu anaweza fanya masterclass awafunze.
At some point I was like, okay, should I pivot into HR, the HR aspect of legal? Maybe that's something that
and
I
actually
should do.
most organizations now are bringing together HR and legal,
right?
Because of the people element of HR, which is the managing of the people and everything, and now because legal is employment and that aspect of it, most organizations are merging the two. Yeah,
probably.
And then now they have, I think, a talent manager or something. Yeah,
talent acquisition
department. Yeah, maybe I don't know.
We also did a conversation on friendships.
Yes.
I think we've randomly chosen them.
Yeah.
So we did a conversation on friendships.
That was also really funny.
Very raw. I was like, wow. Hapa sasa tuliongea tu. Tulifungua roho.
Mulituona tu venye
tuko. Kuna mtu alisema, by the way, ujahil.
I've healed, guys.
I have healed. Kuna mtu alisema.
Wewe ndio ulisema.
No, kuna mtu alisema kwa comments. By the way, I don't think Daisy has healed.
I'm not seeing that comment. That's not true.
It's true.
I've healed.
That comment. So, you have to believe the people.
No, which comment is that?
The
on where?
Customers are always right.
No.
Kuna mtu alisema ni kama haja heal. This was so funny.
I have healed.
It was on one of the
I can confirm I have healed. Yes.
Yeah, you have healed.
You see, when you confirm, I've healed.
Me, I confirm that. Thank you. Healed.
That's a really good conversation. And I think we need to have more on that. Because I was talking to another friend of mine, it's like the conversation made her reevaluate some of the friendships she has in her life. Yeah. I was like, what exactly is happening here?
Yeah.
Because, and she told me something very interesting. She said, we're very good at having conversation in romantic relationships. maybe something's not working out between you and your partner. You want to have a conversation. There's communication breakdown. You want to talk about why we're not communicating. But with friendships, we treat them like just a by the way. Tuleta tu kuongea.
Alafu you didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, so she's just like, it's made her, and actually she's planned a few meetings with her friends. She's just like, I want us to have a conversation about, because if it was important enough for us to be in each other's lives for 5 years, whether because of proximity or whatever, there's a relationship that was created, and we need to know if it is worth fighting for, or we're just for vibes now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Imagine. Kumbe ilikuwa deep even. And the
Ilikuwa
way we
deep.
laughed.
It was funny, it was light.
Yeah.
I think also with the emotions and the heaviness of it, sometimes you just need something to break
laugh
the
at.
ice, to laugh at.
Yeah.
Even if it's laughing at yourselves.
Yes.
So I think that's a brief recap of the conversations we've had this past 6 months.
I think Adelaide was the last one as of time you guys are watching this.
Yes, as of when we are shooting.
Yeah. Oh, as of time we're shooting,
Yes.
Adelaide was the last one with the song and everything. Yeah.
Amazing conversations. Hopefully, amazing conversations in the next 6 months as well of the year.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to regarding the podcast for the next 6 months?
I think growth. I think we've proven to ourselves, not even to
That it
anybody
can be
else,
done.
yes, and that we can be consistent.
That was always our struggle.
Our
last
struggle
year.
was always about consistency. So at least these 6 months have shown we can actually do it. So I think now it's also now thinking about growth, thinking about, I think now we're also having conversation about the conversations we're having, how to have them, because it's what you've said, we started and we were having them, but now we're also saying there's need to understand how do we have the conversations for the audience that we have. So I think it's to map out that as well. And also to just bring new and different perspectives to the podcast. I think sometimes I sit and I listen, I'm just thinking, oh, okay, that's an interesting perspective. So to get to see the different perspectives that people have on marriage, relationships, the marketplace, music, it's so varied. So just getting to see that and seeing it grow. Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
So am I. And if you have been with us on this journey for the past few months, let us know how the conversations have impacted your life and what stood out for you in the conversations.
And what would you want us to bring?
Yes.
What conversation would you like for us to have?
That's a good a good question. If you've been with us since the past 3 years, let us know, because last year and this year there's a big difference.
It's like night and day.
It's like night and day in even just vibes and everything. So let us know what has changed, how we've grown, how we can do better. Your feedback also really helps.
Yeah, I know a lot of DMs are coming in about marriage, guys.
I know.
And
relationships. They're coming.
And I keep wondering, I keep asking Joanne, but aren't there enough podcasts about marriage and relationships?
People are then relationships are in everything.
Yeah,
at work,
we can't not.
You can't ignore.
Yeah, you can't ignore. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And as you come to a close, I wanted to mention something that Adelaide said about paying the cost, paying the price, counting the cost, and paying the price. And because you've said there's a big difference between how this was last year and how it is now. I think one of the things, whatever it is that you're looking for to start, pay the price. Yeah. For it to grow, for it to become something. And paying the price can start where you are. It's not about how there's a cost to whatever you're doing. That's the point. So don't try and go... Pay the price. Count the cost, pay the price.
And I wish we had time to even mention the price that we've paid.
Yeah. Pay the price, count the cost, pay the price. If you want to do a podcast and you want it to do well,
pay the price.
If you want to do a live recording, like she was saying, like even in this room we can do. But what the vision do you have? This is the vision that you have. Pay the price.
Count the cost and pay the price.
Count the cost and pay the price.
Wow. Yep. That's a good place to wrap it up.
Yep. All right. You finish for us.
I finish. Okay, Sawa. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comment section the things that we have asked. And see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.